Hey, what's up guys? Atomic1422 here, and I need to tell you guys about what I did on my Minecraft world earlier today. So I was strip mining for 2.5 hours on my survival world. If you don't know what strip mining means, it's mining deep down into the world and then mining straight across without stopping. It's an effective strategy of obtaining the most precious resources concealed in the earth of Minecraft, namely iron, coal, lapis, redstone, gold, and of course diamonds. But going on a marathon strip mine requires a crazy amount of resources above the surface too. The first thing I had to do was gather my lapis and diamonds from my chest and make a bunch of pickaxes. I made myself 1 diamond and 3 iron pickaxes. After reorganizing my inventory, the next step was to enchant my pickaxes in order to be able to gather more resources and stay underground longer. Unfortunately, I was not aware of how little experience I actually had due to all the deaths in my world, and I quickly came to realize that when you enchant something, it takes away from the experience levels you have. As a result, I was only able to enchant 1 pickaxe, and for some reason I chose not to prioritize enchanting my diamond pickaxe. However, that was not all that I needed. I had to also gather myself lots and lots and lots of wood as well. I had to make a chest to clear out space in my inventory for mining, and I had to make ladders to safely dig straight down. I also wanted to save myself some time and make a way back up, while also going down at the same time. Anyway, after about 20 minutes, yes, 20 minutes, of gathering resources and making everything I needed, I was ready to start the marathon strip mine. I chose a spot not far from my sandcastle that I made in my last video, and began working my way down into the depths of the core of Minecraft. When I felt like I had reached a reasonable depth, I officially started the clock. It took me about 15 minutes to find my first mini stash of resources, which was a batch of iron. 15 minutes of strip mining is already a long time as is, but to go 15 minutes without finding anything at all felt even worse. Not too long after that, my first pickaxe broke, and I had to switch to my diamond pickaxe. In the blink of an eye, about a third of my marathon was already over. However, luck began to turn around for me quickly after that, as I was able to find a lot more iron and coal when I was using my diamond pickaxe. However, I had still not found anything else. However, that changed quickly when I found my first cave after about 30 more minutes of mining. I was surprised to only find a cave then, and not much earlier, because of how massive in size they are nowadays. Regardless, I did not want to explore the caves much, so I just cut off access to the caves I did come across. The ones I did explore were for a short period of time, and only to gather any ores in plain sight. This strategy proved surprisingly effective, as I was able to find more than just iron and coal. I was also able to find myself some redstone and some gold every now and then as well in different parts of the caves that I explored. With limited cave exploration, I actually found more than expected. I continued to do this to keep the marathon strip mine going, and I eventually found some lapis and some more redstone too. I was finally getting what I needed, but it wasn't over yet. I continued venturing forward in my mine strip. Now at this point, I'd been mining for about an hour and 15 minutes. I was absolutely exhausted both in the game and in real life. I literally face planted on my computer, that's how tired I felt. Trust me, strip mining for 15 minutes is long enough, but to do it for over an hour is extremely tiring. You're just like, can this please be over? My diamond pickaxe wasn't breaking, and I still had an unbreaking enchanted iron pickaxe in my inventory, so I felt like I was going to be doing this all day. After about another 15 minutes, I came across my first large cave. I looked around to see if I could spot any interesting things in there, but it was mostly pitch black, so I decided to skip it and continue building across. Also, my inventory was filled with cobblestone and ore resources, so here you can see the heap of garbage I left behind for mining because I could not pick it up. But moving on, about 10 minutes later, I hit the next major cave in my marathon strip mine. At this point, I'm sort of desperate to find resources because I'd found 1 diamond and did not have much gold, so I decided to drop down in the cave. Now that's what you call a sassy water bucket save. I begin exploring the cave, and I immediately find the treasures I was looking for in gold and diamonds. After that decision, I decided to go even deeper in the cave in hopes of finding even more resources to fill up my inventory to the absolute brim. I got to admit, though, the cave was actually very colorful and rich in sights to behold. I was able to find a ton of resources in that one cave. After about 30 minutes of exploration and about 10 minutes of circling about trying to locate my way back, I finally returned to my strip mine. But my straight strip mine was now at a dead end, so I had to turn and start strip mining in another direction. I almost immediately found iron and redstone, so I realized I had made a good turn. Unfortunately, my diamond pickaxe was due, and it snapped into thousands of minuscule fragments, leaving me with one iron unbreaking pickaxe. And yet it still has limited durability somehow. Anyway, after about another 20 minutes or so, I uncovered my next major cave, which, like the previous one, left my strip mine at another dead end. I rode the waves of the waterfalls down to the bottom of the massive pit and collected any ore that I came across, including, eventually, diamonds that I found at the bottom. The lava was bothering me a bit with that, though, but it was no worse for wear. After collecting everything I could find in the cave, I headed back with the intent of finishing my strip mine once my pickaxe broke. I tried mining in one more direction in hopes of finding any final remainder ores on this marathon. Unfortunately, all I was able to find was one stash of iron, and about 3 minutes later, it all came to an abrupt end. The unbreakable pickaxe broke. Man, that is honestly sadly ironic. I guess everything has its limits after all. I headed back up, having strip mined for over 2.5 hours. At this point, I am as tired as my in-game character, so I do one final thing, which is make a small circle of cobblestone around the entrance to the mines to indicate its location on my world, which, by the way, is located between my sandcastle and home. 2.5 hours plus of strip mining resulted in me obtaining 7 diamonds, 152 pieces of raw iron, 51 pieces of raw gold, 333 pieces of redstone, 42 pieces of lapis, 39 pieces of coal, and stacks of cobblestone. You can be sure that my furnaces will be busy tonight. But anyway, for all my efforts that I put into this video, please make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. You cannot say I didn't make myself exhausted for you guys. It really was a marathon gameplay. Also, make sure to subscribe and check out some other videos I've made. The link to my channel can be found in the description below. Anyway, till next time guys, see y'all, have a good day.